Well, welcome back. We have Lori Langley joining us in the studio this morning. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning. Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day. And I know today we're making a salad with a little bit of a sweeter twist than you might typically think for a salad.
Yeah, this is one of those things, we all live in the Midwest. We know we have a lot of salads
that aren't really salads.
In name only. This has always been in my family called a salad. I don't know why. There's nothing about this that is a salad.
But as long as it tastes good, that's the important thing, right?
It's so delicious. And it's one of those things I think a lot of families have, like that one person that this is what they always bring to the family cookouts, to the family meals. And everybody loves it and would just be devastated if it wasn't there. So, and it's not that complicated. I think it's a good time of year. We always love strawberry things and blueberry things in the summer. They're in season. They're a little less expensive than they are the rest of the year. So it's a good time to take advantage of that. And I've just kind of gotten us started here. We've got a regular 9x13 pan. And it's basically, this is a layer dessert more than a salad. So we are going to start with the crust. And for that crust, we're using pretzels instead of, say, graham crackers or Oreo cookies, things you might do. And you're going to take about 2/3 of a bag of pretzels and just obliterate those. Put them in your food processor if you have one. If not, throw them in a Ziploc bag. Beat the heck out of them, get your aggressions out there, and you really want them into a fine, almost powder, very, very small pieces. You'll add to that a little bit of white sugar and some melted butter, makes a nice wet sand consistency, just like you would, like I said, with graham crackers or Oreo cookies. And you're gonna pat that nice and firm down in the bottom of that pan and bake it for about 10 minutes. While that is cooling, what we have, the next layer, is a really yummy cream cheese Cool Whip layer. And that is just one regular size block of cream cheese. It's also got a little bit of sugar in there, some vanilla, and then we're gonna fold in a tub of Cool Whip at the end. And that can be your favorite kind. I love the extra creamy one, but it can be, just whatever is your favorite. And that's gonna set, ideally for a couple hours. It doesn't have to be quite that long, but just let that chill in the fridge for a little bit. This is where you can kind of even do that the night before. That's a minimum set time. It's not a maximum. So I actually did this part of it Saturday evening, and then I came back last night and finished my top layer. So makes it kind of easy. You can work through this, but you still have time to get it ready by the cookout tonight, if that's what you want to do. So we do have to kind of give it that layer though, because our topping is going to have some strawberry jello that's very liquid, not hot, but liquid in it. So we need this to be a little bit firm before we get to that point. Other than that, very basic ingredients. And I did forget to mention, it's a little easier if you spray that pan before you put that in there.
Makes it come out a little bit easier.
It does. It just makes it, because obviously you're going to have a thick layer in that, and you can do this in your glass pan or metal pan as well. But again, if you're going to family, neighbors, that way you can leave the leftovers if there's leftovers, and you don't have to worry about getting that pan back. So throw this in the fridge. When we come back, we're going to talk about those top layers to that and some little extra add-ons you can do to make it a little extra special.
Oh, so much fun. We're going to be right back. Welcome back. We have Lori Langley in the studio with us this morning, where we're working on a classic strawberry pretzel salad.
Yes, this one is just one that I think we all love, and we just kind of forget to make it once in a while. There's always that person in the family that brings it to every event, and you have their recipe, but you just never really pull it out and make it. So now's the time. It's so easy, just a couple steps and a little bit of planning ahead to kind of let those layers set. So where we're at so far is we've made that base pretzel crust in the bottom, and that does bake for just a little bit and cool before you add this yummy cream cheese Cool Whip layer that is so fluffy and creamy, almost kind of a cheesecakey vibe. But next up, we are going to just add that strawberry goodness to it. And all I've got here is a regular kind of pound size package of strawberries that I've sliced up, just that kind of rectangular size. And right now, those are really, really good. These smell so great.
They really do.
They do. I mean, as soon as you sliced one open, it was just like the whole room fills up with strawberry smell. And I'm just going to put kind of a layer of these in here. You don't have to be precise in any way, but you do want to get a little bit in every bite. So if you slice them long ways, they look a little pretty. If you want to dice them into smaller pieces, that does make it a little bit easier to cut your dessert as you go through, because you're not trying to cut through those awkward strawberry pieces. But it's really just whatever makes you happy. But just kind of make that nice even layer on there. We want to make sure we get it totally covered. And you're going to use that whole container. My finished one over here, that is exactly what I did on that one last night. That was just one whole package. I got really lucky. There was only like one berry in the whole package that wasn't perfect to use. So
perfect.
Sometimes you get lucky. You really look them over and you still get home and find that funky one in there. But we're just going to go through here, get that layer on there. So what I did ahead of time was took a couple of cups of boiling water. Do not follow the directions on your box of Jell-O. I feel like I'm always telling you guys to not follow the directions.
This is one of those listen to Lori, not the box kind of things.
Another one of those instances. So just 2 cups of boiling water and either 2 small boxes of Jell-O, or in this instance on the strawberry in particular, 2 boxes equals 1 large box. That is not always the case. You always want to look at your ounces. But in this case it is. So I just used 1 large box. And just let that boil a little bit so that that gelatin is completely dissolved, and then set it aside and let it cool. You don't want it to set up, and it's not going to. It's not going to turn into solid Jell-O. But you can pop it in the fridge. I had this one in the fridge for about the last 35-40 minutes, and it's perfect. It's still very liquid, but it's also still nice and room temperature cool. So what we're going to do next is finish our topping on there. But I do want to point out I've got my aluminum pan on a cookie sheet, because this is going to be a little awkward to transfer to the refrigerator if not. So when we come back, we'll finish our topping, and we'll talk a little bit about how much this costs to put together for our weekend events.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Lori. We're going to be right back. Well, welcome back. Lori is helping show us the last kind of final steps for this classic strawberry pretzel salad. It's perfect for summer and spring.
It really is.
I'm so excited for this.
It's just ideal, and like I said, everybody's always happy to see it walk into a party. So it's going to be, you've got just enough time to get this ready for this evening if you're cooking out. Definitely need to start now, because those layers need a little bit of time to set up in between. But that Jell-O will set up pretty quickly once you get everything put together. So as I said, I've got the gelatin mixture over here that we did let go ahead and come to a boil, because we want to make sure that it is totally dissolved. But we want to set that aside and let it cool before pouring it on top of course, our cream cheese mixture. So I'm just going to, and you'll see it's very thick compared to what you would normally do. It's kind of sticking to my spatula. I know that's a little bit hard to see on camera. It's almost, you mentioned like a thick syrup. That's really a perfect description. It's just kind of a good syrup consistency. All we really want to do is make sure that we get a good coating on all of our berries. And you want to go very gently. Pour this, you'll see I'm doing a very thin layer here as I go, because my pan is about exactly big enough to contain all of this. As you can see on our finished one, that Jell-O goes all the way to the top. So you're going to have to be very careful when you transfer to the fridge if you use these aluminum. If you've got a glass pan, they're generally just a little bit deeper, so it gives you a little bit more buffer there. You do want it to make sure it gets all the way to the edges as well. But we want to seal those berries up, so really pour lightly, especially on the cut flat pieces, and make sure you've got just a little bit on top of them. It also kind of contains them, so when you cut it, everything stays together.
Yeah.
And I actually did about half of this on my one when I poured it last night. I let it set in the fridge for about 15 minutes. And then I came back and poured the rest on top, so that I knew everything was going to stay, not overflow on my pan. So that's okay to do as well. This, surprisingly, at room temperature, will stay liquid for quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah, and then if you do that, we can see on our cut layers here, you're going to really get that beautiful separation between it. One great add-in to this, especially when you start with your pretzel crust, is to throw in about a cup of pecans into that food processor. So good. And then sprinkle some on top with your strawberries. It just goes together so well. But you know, if you don't care for pecans, leave those out.
Just a nice way to customize it.
It is. It just kind of takes it up that next level. Of course, you can also add a little bit more plain Cool Whip on top of this when you go to serve it. Sprinkle some more crushed pretzels on there. But last week when we did our recipe, we talked a little bit about the food cost on that, and everybody really appreciated that. So I wanted to break this down very quickly for you guys again. And this is just for this as we made it. Kind of our most surprisingly expensive ingredient was the pretzels, but we didn't quite use the whole bag.
Yeah.
So there's some snackage left over there. But really all told together with our pretzels, our butter, the cream cheese, the Jell-O, and the big size box is the way to go. This was cheaper than even 2 boxes of the store brand. And the Cool Whip and the berries. This is about a $12 pan. So that's a lot, and this is a pretty rich dessert. You're gonna cut this into kind of small squares, so you're gonna get probably about 20 servings out of that easily. Now, depending on who's cutting those, my serving would be probably about 6, but you can share that with the family. It's after you've had everything else.
Yes.
So again, about 12 bucks, add extras to it. As it is, it's gonna be perfect, so.
Oh, it sounds so great. And then we're gonna have this recipe on our website, of course,
Absolutely.
KOAMnewsnow.com. I can't wait to be able to try this. It sounds just absolutely perfect for the holiday or just for, you know, anytime.
Anytime.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Lori. We're gonna be right back.